If you've clicked this video, it's because you want to know tips and tricks about this game. Maybe you're new, maybe you played for a while, I don't know, but I have a lot of tips and tricks videos on my channel, but I have not done one since the PS5 got mods. So that rolls into the first tip. We're going to be talking about mods. So first off, to find the mods, you go to the workshop menu, and you can find all your mods here. You can scroll through page by page, look at individual mods, say if you want to set up a scenario or something, download that specific mod. And there's a lot of mods. Look down below, 1,175 pages of mods times 12, because 12 mods per page comes up to 14,064 mods. Absolutely insane, guys. Say if you want to download a mod specifically, just one singular mod, you click whatever mod that is, go over here to where it says download, it'll show you a file size, and that's how you download that mod. Now if you're using a controller, like I switch between controller and mouse, so you might see the mouse here and there. If not, you can scroll over with the controller, hit download. Pretty simple. If you don't feel like downloading the mods individually, you can go to whatever server you feel like it, and you can hit play. It'll update automatically any mods you have updated, or if you've never played the server, it'll download each individual mod itself. So it auto downloads, is really nice. Now it might take a lot longer on PS5 or Xbox to download those mods. So what I used to do back when I played Xbox is I actually came home, started the system up, joined whatever server I wanted to, and then let those mods download or update, and then enter the queue system. Well, back then there was no queue system, but you get the point. I'd come home, I would start it immediately, start the update to the downloads, go take a shower, get some food, do whatever you gotta do, and then come back, and then the game will be ready. PC, it is a lot faster mod downloading, so there's that. So this next tip is going to be talking about the armory itself, the loadout system, and how to build your kit. So there's a lot of options, obviously, because there is mods and whatnot. I mean, there's a bunch of different night vision goggles, or NVGs, however you want to call them. There's stuff like ladders, periscopes, wire cutters. There's a huge selection of things to build your kit and to customize your character. Obviously, different servers will have different mods, like this server has ghillie suit heads and all kinds of cool stuff. Something you're gonna need for a base kit is shovels, morphine injector. Some servers might not have the epinephrine, but the server does, so I carry 3. You always want to turn a kit, saline solution, a map, your radio, and some bandages. I only have 3 on this guy. I don't know why. I usually carry 5 to 6 at least. And NVGs is a must. You need those things. So those are the basics that you need on your kit from this box. Let's go ahead and move over to the weapons box. You can see there's so many different guns here. We're not gonna go through every single gun obviously right now. If you would like me to test out a bunch of these guns on this server, let me know and I'll do a video on that. Yeah, there's all kinds of different guns. So what I'm trying to get down to about talking about building your kit is take your time, build your kit, get familiar with a gun that you like, but don't take an hour to build one kit, because a lot of people will complain, blah blah. I always say take your time, but when I say take your time, that's take a good 5-10 minutes and just kind of get your gun ready. I understand new players will take longer, that is fine, but chances are you're gonna go out into combat and you're gonna either love your gun or hate your gun. In that situation, you're gonna come back, change it, make critiques here and there. So you can change your gun 5 different times within an hour period, or you can spend an hour customizing one gun. Like I said, it's all preference, but I like to do 5-10 minutes of customization when I get on a new server, and then just try new guns. So now, how do you save your kit? So the Bacon Loadout editor, I've seen a lot of my comments that it's not here anymore, at least not on this server. There's a lot of servers that don't have it, and PS5 players couldn't use it. I guess they took it out. I don't know, they could have added it on other servers, but the Rubber Band Rangers do not have it, so they use the other system, which is just scrolling down. Normally on base game, you save your loadout right here. There'd be a section saying save loadout. The server allows you to save up to 3 different slots. Loadout slot 1, 2, and 3. Now, when you're building a new kit, so say if this gun, I just built this gun, right? I want to save it as a new thing. If I hit loadout slot 1, it's gonna load that thing. So I've done this so many times where I had a brand new gun, everything good, and I load the previous loadout kit that I had. Go down to the bottom. The bottom 3 are going to be the saves. Save 1, 2, and 3. And then the top 3 are the load ones to actually get those kits. So I got the chainsaw, the alligator, and the MK14. Mark 14. MK14, whatever. Yeah, that. Always make sure to save your kits. I mean, that's a must. You gotta know that. Alright, weapon attachments. A lot of you know that you can inspect your weapon to pull off your sight and put it on a new sight. Some guns won't allow you to do that, and you go ahead and weapon inspect it, and you can't put a new sight on. This gun is a prime example of that. Detach it, and look. I'm looking at the rail. I cannot attach another sight on it for some reason. So how do you get around that? Obviously, you can click and drag. Yeah, I'm using a mouse on here, but if you have, using controller, my Xbox controller, you can click it and select it that way. Say if you have a gun where you cannot take the sight off. This gun is another good example. When you first grab this gun out of the box, it has an alligator sight on it. It's like the sight that comes with this gun. You can't normally pull that sight off by looking at the gun. Don't know why. To get around that, you go down to the weapon. Now I'm using an Xbox controller. If you're on PS5, translate that. So when I say hold Y, you guys are going to be holding triangle. So you hold Y. It opens up this over here. Shows every attachment on this gun. Only 3. The mag, the sight, and the muzzle brake. So I can take this off and attach the new one on. And NVG's just glitched out. Cool. And there you go. I got my new sight. This is not the sight, guys. The sight is booty, so we're gonna take that off. This next one is gonna be armbands. So when you spawn to a lot of these modded servers, your character's gonna have an armband, either blue or red, depending on what side you play on. You can keep those on. Now, listen to me carefully. Some servers require you to keep those armbands on. If it says, like, when you load into the server, you must keep the armband on, keep it on. Or else you'll get kicked, banned, whatever. But if a server doesn't say you have to keep those on, and the rules, I mean, like I said, the rules are always there in the beginning of the server when you first start. So if it never says it in the rules that's not allowed, I mean, I've only been on one server that said you have to wear armbands, but the armbands, take them off. There's no reason to have a blue armband on you. I mean, a lot of new players like them because you can identify people's uniforms better. But you're walking up on the hill per se, and you have a blue armband, you're sticking out. Like, I just see blue up there, or red. It is not camouflage. Don't wear it unless you have to. Oh, this guy's an armband. This guy's an armband. Look, he's got an armband. Look how easy the armband is to spot. It's dark out too. Like, it's cloudy. But look, the first thing you see is that blue armband. That's crazy. When it's sunny out, it's so much brighter too. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is getting D-ranked by calling in vehicles. Now, not every vehicle will lower your rank. Only some will. It's mostly vehicles with weapons on them or armored vehicles. So like an unarmed vehicle or a transport helicopter will not, D-rank you, lower your rank. But a lot of these servers have this system on here, and this is to keep people from spamming helicopters, spamming tanks, all that stuff. I'll show you this right now.
Alpha main to all stations. Friendly forces are under attack at Point Wisconsin. Out.
Ooh, I can call on a Bradley. Screw it. Let's call on a Bradley. There you go, call it Bradley. There you go, vehicle purchased. I lost a lot of rank. Now, that's because an armored vehicle, like I said, you call in Humvees without 50 cals or just normal Jeeps and stuff like that, you won't have that issue. But calling in this or a helicopter with missiles on it, it will lower your rank pretty fast. Keep that in mind. Not every server has that, but a lot of modded servers will have this, and I like this feature. But that also means you can rank up fast. This guy's doing supply runs. Doing supply runs on this server, I did 3 supply runs and I got the lieutenant, like 3/4 of the way through lieutenant, which is crazy. So that is, a feature that you're gonna find in a lot of these servers. Next thing we're gonna be talking about is how long matches are. Now, I remember talking about this a while ago in my live streams and stuff, and this was back when I played a lot of vanilla servers with the community, around 1.3 update or even before that. Matches lasted probably an hour to 3 hours max. Like, it was, if you had a 3-hour match, it was going good. But the servers back then were kind of running low for non-modded. Like, there'd be over in half an hour to 45 minutes, which is a short round for Arma Reforger, because prior to that, I was playing in matches that lasted 10 hours long. But now PS5 has the ability to play mods. Everybody's on mod servers. Mod servers last a lot longer. I'm not joking. I was in a match earlier where someone said, "How long was the server on?" He was talking on the radio, and the guy's like, "Oh, it's been up for 12 hours. We've been fighting this fight for 12 hours." And I played 5 more hours from that, so that's 17 hours right there. And then I got off, and they kept playing. So they were trying to reach a 24-hour match without like ending it. I mean, they were trying to end it, but it was just such a hard push back and forth. It was crazy. So if you want a longer match, play modded servers. I know there's going to be some of you, even with a PS5, who stay away from mods because it's a hassle. Yes, I understand that. But if you want a long, rewarding match, if you have a couple hours to sit down and play, I highly recommend it. The next thing we're going to be talking about is the Vector 21 lens cap, which is the binocs. These binocs have a rangefinder in them. Don't know why that glitch keeps happening with my NVGs, whatever. So to use this, you just look down the sight right here. On my Xbox controller, I'm going to hold X. That's going to be a little red circle. I can just let go of X, and it's going to tell me how many meters it is. This is very effective for finding meters really quickly. I always use my binocs to spot people out. Some people like to have the rangefinder on their guns. Some guns you can't put rangefinders on because there's no rail system. So I always have this on me. Very helpful. And it's really quick. It's quicker and easier to see than using a rangefinder in your gun. Locked vehicles. So normally, you know, when you're playing base game Arma and you spawn an LAV or whatever, you rush right over to it so that way no one gets into the vehicle. Well, a lot of these servers have locked vehicles, so when you spawn them in, it's locked. You notice how I didn't worry about anyone taking my Bradley over here. That is because why can't I jump? There you go. Until I come over here and unlock the vehicle for somebody, they can't get in it. So that means I can get into it, drive away, and no one else can get into it. It's nice because solo players like to go out and try solo, you know, using a Bradley. I do that once in a while for videos. That's going to be an upcoming video, so hint, hint, haha. But, I mean, it does get annoying sometimes when, like, say if the battle is a really hard, like a hard-fought battle and you need teammates to help out. Like, I'm going to unlock my vehicle if someone wants to get in, obviously, because running a Bradley with multiple people is a lot easier than just soloing it, right? But it is nice that no one can come over and steal your vehicle while you're doing something else, so you're not really worried about it. Alright, and the last little tip while I fuel up my Bradley here is going to be, take your time. Don't rush into the battle, you know, get yourself killed, because more times I've gotten a vehicle with some guy, say I spawn at Levy here, bomb down here, whip right into Fagari, and then we end up dying as soon as we get to the base because we didn't take our time. What I should have done instead was stop the vehicle up on this ridge line, then walk down, or even like this ridge line and walk all the way over. Take your time. It is worth it. Don't try and rush it. It's not Call of Duty. And if you're bad at the game, that's fine. I have like 1,000 hours on this game. I feel like a noob still. There's times where I'm just so bad at this game. But when you start playing more consistently, it gets better and you learn a lot more. Yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna continue playing this match and hopefully get some footage for a new video coming out. That being said, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Ooh! No! No!